1st, 2014, becoming the country's 6th central bank governor. You're still watching News on the Hour on Plus TV Africa. The news continues after the short break.
Every day starts with a vision. And as the saying goes, if you believe you can fly, you will. At Arik Air, we are determined to make good of every promise we make, maintaining operational excellence, an efficient fleet, and team friendliness. Flying demands the best of safety procedures, and that is why we are abreast of global standards delivered by top technicians using some of the most advanced technologies. At Arik Air, we don't just believe in flying, we are passionate about the flying experience. An experience that safely delivers you at each destination, feeling comfort and pleasure. An experience which truly keeps you closer to your dreams. This is our vision. Today, tomorrow, and beyond. Arik Air, Africa's fastest growing airline.
That morning we shoot every person that we know we can shoot. We don't let people die there.
You could have killed me for a long period of time.
That time why I carry gonorrhea. I first go hospital first, but it no go. Now I come make that mama. Hey, bro, Toto.
And on the foreign scene, Indonesian authorities have retrieved a flight data recorder from Lion Air jet that crashed and broke apart in Shallow Sea near the capital Jakarta this week, killing all 189 people on board. The country's second deadliest air disaster since 1999 has prompted renewed concern about Indonesia's patchy aviation security record, and the government has said Lion Air will face tougher safety regulation. Investigations into the world's first crash of a Boeing 737 MAX introduced into commercial service last year will be scrutinized by global aviation industry. The data it holds should provide clues to what went wrong with the plane, which had only been in service since August. Now, staffers at Google office around the world are staging an unprecedented series of walkouts in protest at the company's treatment of women. The employees are demanding several key changes in how sexual misconduct allegations are dealt with at the firm, including a call to end forced arbitration, a move which would make it possible for victims to sue. Google's chief executive, Sundar Pichai, has told staff he supports their right to take the action. Quote, "I understand the anger and disappointment that many of you feel," he said in an all-staff email. "I feel it as well, and I am fully committed to making progress on an issue that has persisted for far too long in our society. And yes, here at Google too." End of quote. Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko greeted German Chancellor Angela Merkel on Thursday in Kiev, presenting her with flowers. Merkel arrived with a one-day visit on Poroshenko's invitation to discuss bilateral relations. The leaders' meeting happened on the same day as Russia imposed sweeping financial sanctions on Ukraine's political elite, freezing the Russian assets of hundreds of politicians and dozens of businesses owned by major Ukrainian businessmen. The decree signed by Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev said 22 individuals and 68 businesses were affected, including President Petro Poroshenko's son and former Prime Minister Yulia Tymoshenko. It's now time to bring you updates from the world of business. And in business news at Azar, the Central Bank of Nigeria's Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index has recorded a 56.8 points expansion in October this year. This shows a consecutive growth in 19 months. Of the 14 subsectors surveyed, 13 reported growth in October. Some subsectors which recorded the highest growth were electrical equipment, petroleum and coal products, printing and related support activities, cement and chemical and pharmaceutical products. However, the primary metal subsector declined in the review month. Also recording a 20-month consecutive growth at 58.9 points was the production level index for the manufacturing sector. 11 of the 14 manufacturing subsectors recorded increase in production level. 2 were unchanged and 1 declined. And China has signed bilateral agreement with Nigeria and 33 other countries regarding the promotion and protection of investment. The Director General Regional Procurement African Development Bank, Baba Imora Abdullahi, stated this yesterday at the African Economic Merit Award in Abuja, the nation's capital. He explained that as the implementation of the Africa Growing Together Fund AGTF accelerates, AFDB would explore the possible increase of resources to fund. He added that currently China is a rising player in Africa's foreign direct investment. According to him, China's investment in the African continent is not new and has grown over 100 times in the last decade. That's it in business news. Now, still ahead of Plus TV Africa is a roundup in entertainment and sport. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Sometimes life has more questions than answers, and every teardrop seems to drown your laughter. But even when it hurts, there's someone who knows that everybody hurts, everybody cries. And you will be fine.
Leadway Assurance, ensuring happiness since 1970.
It's very important to care about politics because you should know what is going on around you. It's also very important to have a say in what goes on in your society. The political decisions people make will affect many lives. Many people see politics as the government and the laws being made. While that is true, it's way more complicated than that. It has everything to do with you. Every law that is made will impact many. Sometimes the decisions do affect people negatively. Therefore, it's very important to note that every vote that you cast will either break or make people. Politics with GA brings you the latest political news as well as insight and analysts that will discuss the most important issues that matter to you.
In entertainment, one of Nigeria's most controversial entertainers, Charles Oputa, popularly known as Charlie Boy, has allegedly joined the recent Shiite protest in Abuja. According to the photos on one of his social media pages, he explained why he joined the Islamic Movement of Nigeria group to protest